Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia, and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to open up a portal. Because each and every single one of us has a desire to create. We've moved out of the frame of thinking that states we are bound to what we have created and what our past tells us we are, so we can move into who we want to be and truly allowing our powers as a mystic to shine through in the modern world. And one of the ways to do that is by knowing how to open up a portal so the energy you're wanting to align with can come through at a much more efficient rate. The best thing you can do is realize that reality is fluid and the matrix we're in can be manipulated. For your desires to come through so you can experience a version of the matrix that is in alignment with your soul's greatest potential. We go through an awakening and ascension. We break free of the idea that we are our name, our body, our programmed mind, how we grew up, so we can go into the universe and realize that our soul is simply an individualistic representation of the universe. And as we follow the line of consciousness up, we realize that we are the entire universe and nothing is separate from our core building blocks, which is pure consciousness. And then after you realize that you are the entire universe and you are everything you're getting to experience and the thoughts that are coming into your head, regardless if it's a planet, a starseed race, a person, a trigger, something you don't like in someone else, all of those are reflections of self. But then after that, we get to come back down into the matrix with our newly founded tools as an interdimensional soul, so we can experience Earth from the creator position and not just what has been created. And opening up a portal is the first step in truly unlocking a high caliber amount of tools that you can use so your soul can experience its transmutation powers in this human body. And it really comes down to explaining to your mind in a way that your mind can understand. So that way, instead of you being a higher dimensional self and a lower dimensional body and programmed mind, you're combining both and you're explaining to your mind a new way to interpret and interact with reality and the quantum field on Earth. So to get right into it is step one, right? What is a portal? Well, as you know, there are many different dimensions. And a dimension can be described as a particular perception at which you're examining an experience. It's the same as if you're looking at, a courtroom or in debate and you're seeing one story, but it's being looked at from different perspectives. And when you look at something from an alternate perception, the entire thing changes. So we are in a universe and it is built off of 13 dimensions. And I always use this metaphor. Imagine an apartment building with 13 floors. Metaphorically, each floor represents a different dimension. And on the 13th floor, which is the most potent dimension that creates everything beneath it, there is, on this metaphorical apartment building, at the very top on the 13th floor, a large battery that runs into all the dimensions below. But how it works is the energy from the 13th floor goes into the 12th, and then the 12th goes into the 11th, and then the 10th and the 9th, and there is this waterfall effect. And what this means is that every dimension is responsible for giving another dimension information that can be passed forward to the dimension below. And if we're talking about how to find our place in all this, is you realizing that in the universe, all it is manifestations happening in different dimensions. A planet is a manifestation. A race of beings is a manifestation. A starseed system is a manifestation. And the power behind those manifestations comes from a soul that is reincarnating in a being that truly believes and is allowing themselves access to manifest in that dimension, the same way a human has given themselves access to manifest in the third dimension. So truly understanding what a portal is you realizing that sometimes in order for you to manifest something in the third dimension, you have to go above the static structure that you're experiencing the third dimension from. You go into the fourth, which is space and time, and then you go beyond that into the fifth, which is you realizing that your soul is an encapsulation of the entire universe, and your imagination is a quantum field. And then you can tap into what you would like to create or what energy you need, regardless of what has happened to you in the past and what may be keeping you in that state of limitation. But then you may need to go to a dimension above that to really find a powerful battery of energy that can be pulled through your intentions and into the third. So portal is opening a doorway for the energy you may need from a higher dimension to come in and take form in this one. Or at times, even if you're looking at a different version of yourself, you're wanting to manifest certain things, and there is a unique way that you can interact with your identity in this reincarnation and how you see the world, so you can visualize a different parallel reality where you're living an entirely different life. Sometimes you can open up a portal so energy from that parallel reality or the state of being you're wanting to move into, the version of yourself that already exists in a parallel reality because you've asked yourself and imagined what would it be like to have all of these things. And once you do that, it creates a ripple effect and opens that parallel reality. And the portal can act as a doorway. So going into step 2 is, now we have an idea of what a portal is. You go into the question of why is it important to open up a portal for your manifestations? Why is it important to open up a portal so your guides and your starseed family can send you information through that doorway that you need right now? It's because the portal represents a catalyst. It allows you to tap into an energy more quickly because you're opening up a rift where that energy can actually touch your system and get into your energetic field. And oftentimes, we are playing our role in this third dimension. We are moving through our shadow. We are getting used to how to move forward with these expansive awarenesses as we're evolving. and we're really focused in on the third dimension at times, or we could be focused in on how we're relating to our higher self. And even when we're wanting to be formless, so we can go beyond what has happened and create something that is going to happen. Whatever we're experiencing in the third dimension can create a feedback loop that convinces us this is what we are experiencing here, because what has manifested is simply a result of energy you have sent out into the universe prior in your life, unconsciously or consciously. And at times it could be your soul wanting to just give you an experience that fits into the puzzle of what you're trying to accomplish in this reincarnation that will affect all of your other reincarnations. So that feedback loop is almost like a mini matrix, and to define the word matrix beyond our preconceived notions of what it is, a matrix is a program of energy that recycles in on itself over and over again until it becomes something solid. The simulation is a matrix because we're walking around, and even though there might be glitches in the matrix at times that we get to experience, this playground is whole. The things we're experiencing as solid tend to stay solid. So a portal allows us to overwrite and intercept the information that is continually presenting itself in our reality based on what has happened to us and what we're working through. And also, sometimes energy from one dimension creates and manifests in another dimension. So if you want something to happen in the third dimension, well, at times that can come from you going into your higher self and your imagination and playing in the realm of unlimited consciousness that goes beyond your programmed identity, so you can conjure up any idea of reality that you would like to experience beyond what is realistic. And so a portal allows you to pull in the seed energy more efficiently, because either way, when you have a thought in your imagination and it manifests, you are taking energy from a higher dimension, which is the fifth. That is where your imagination comes from, your free-flowing consciousness. And then you're allowing it to move through the fourth dimension, which is time and space, and that translates a frequency into the third dimension. So step 3 is how to open up a portal. So I want to use a memory from your past to help you do this. When you have been in meditation, or you have done something creative, or you were on a ceremony or participating in a personal journey of moving through your own realms of what you think reality is, you are moving beyond the fabric of the third dimension. Whenever you see sacred geometry, or you feel into energy beyond what you can see, or when you have a knowing, all of those things allows you to tap into a dimension that is beyond the third. And what that should tell you is that your mind has a particular way it views reality and the simulation you're participating in. The extent at which you're able to embody interdimensional skills and apply them to change and alter energy in different realms so you can have better experiences on Earth is dependent on you being able to recognize the subconscious beliefs you have that also may be funneling in from the collective consciousness about what is realistic and what is reality and how we should interact with the world around us. So the reason I was telling you to remember a time when you went into a different dimension is because in order for you to create a portal, you have to be aware of the dimension that is beyond your body, where your imagination can tap into, which is your soul navigating the quantum field of the universe, and the dimension, which is the third. And what you're going to do is you're going to basically go into a state of meditation, or really allow yourself to use the imagination to go beyond the body. And what you're going to say is, I am going to use my imagination to search the quantum field to find the energy I need. And then you're going to tap into your third eye. And you can do this initially by truly feeling into your solar plexus chakra, right? That part of your human body that does action, that creates things, and truly breathe into it. And you're slowing your breath down, and as you're breathing, you're going into that chakra and out. And then you're going to move that energy all the way up to your third eye, and then breathe into your third eye and breathe out. And then you're going to allow yourself to connect with the divine natures of the universe and start to just be free. Float around, astral travel, which means that you're taking your consciousness outside of your body. And you're going to tell the field as if the field is a Google search engine. Right? Find me this energy, and you're going to tell yourself in a way where you go, I have found the energy I need. Guides, take me to the energy I need. And you're going to allow your imagination to be free, and you're going to feel into that energy as you're moving through space and time. And sometimes what will happen is your imagination might see something, a pattern of energy, a certain planet, a certain color, or you could feel into the energy once you've allowed yourself to swim in the waters of this universe. And then your mind can conjure up how it will look. And then once you find that energy, you're going to use your imagination to bring it into this dimension through a doorway. And you're going to imagine with your mind that you're creating a tear in this matrix, and this tear is a door that brings in the energy that is connected to your manifestation or what you need in the present moment. And you've used your third eye to connect to the universe and find the energy you need. All right? So going into step 4 is really understanding the fluidity of this matrix. Because in order for you to be in the matrix and be beyond it, you have to understand that your soul is pivoting between different dimensions. And when you're aware of how it's pivoting, you can control what dimension you're going into depending on what you need for the present moment. So when you're creating a portal in the third dimension for energy that exists in another dimension, you have to tell your mind anything that is manifested in the third dimension, any matter that exists in this dimension, comes from energy from a higher dimension, which has been funneled down as seed energy. And as it's running through each dimension, the energy is changing to eventually reach the form of a solidification. So when you allow yourself to take your solar plexus and you breathe into it, and then you move the energy up to your third eye, and you're breathing in and out of your third eye, and then you allow yourself to go into the imagination and a free-flowing consciousness beyond your body, you then tell the universe because you are the entire universe. So all you're doing is aligning with a particular energy that is already in your system. Once you realize that on some level you are the entire universe, and then you tell the field, I have found the energy I need for this particular manifestation. And you allow yourself to gravitate towards it as you feel into it, and then you can have your imagination conjure up what that may look like, and then you bring it through. But to do that, you have to realize that this simulation, like any other dimension, is just a construct of energy. So if you want to bring a portal in, then you basically are having a painting, and you're just cutting a hole in the painting and allowing the energy to come through. And it's based on your belief. Thank you guys for joining in on the video today. I hope you enjoyed it and it brought some clarification on how to bring in the energy you need for a manifestation. I make videos every Tuesday and Thursday. If you're looking to truly expand your nature as a mystic and really embody the information that your soul wants you to know, but also apply, subscribe to this channel, comment down below any questions you have that I can answer, any concerns with what you're going through. I'm here to help each and every single one of you, and I hope you know that. And also, if you're looking for more guidance on how to explain to your mind the mystical nature of the universe that your soul is expanding into, then consider my galactic quantum coaching. What I have done is I've approached soul expansion from the feminine and masculine, meaning I will open up realms of energy that your soul has access to, that your guides want you to tap into, so your DNA and subatomic particles can expand. But I'll also create an organizational structure around the mechanics of the universe. So no matter what question you have or what you're being called to do, I can tell you step by step how to do that and give you different skills that can allow you to move beyond and in between dimensions with strategy. So this spiritual power can become a science and not just this very flowy nature of movement. It can give you a way to integrate both worlds. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. You stay in peace and power. Much love to all of you for showing up here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.